another episode of Mighty Car Mods.
This is the third instalment of our budget show car build.
And we've got a lot to do before the car is unveiled at Sydney Autosalon.
So Marty, let's get to it, because like I told you, it's a magical journey, Martin, isn't it? It's so magical and fantastic.
Come on, man.
When we finished episode 2, the little show car had come a long way. We went crazy buying parts to make the turbo engine work and had a few late nights getting the body kit finished. The car was then covered in a custom paint called Mighty Car Mods Green, which was created by Concept Paints, and this took 3 long days to get it finished. We also bought a set of JDM wheels from Japan and set about making them fit the little Daihatsu.
We were getting seriously low on time, and there was much to do before we could think about showing off our little ride. We're replacing all the plastic heater hose connectors with some brass ones to take the extra heat from the turbo. With the engine now installed, we could sort out coolant and oil feeds to the turbo. A braided oil line was made up specially for our application.
Now you know you're in show car territory when you get upset because one of your hose clamps is made of brass and the other one's made out of stainless steel and they don't match.
We set about refitting the radiator and hoses, as well as mapping out our front mount cooler piping. Tarek dropped by to see how the body kit turned out and was very pleased.
It is a very cold and wet November at Mighty Mods HQ. What are we doing today, Marty?
We're finishing off our intercooler piping. We're going to test fit our seats.
We've got 2 massive boxes here from Japan. There's some very exciting stuff in there. And we've also been to the wreckers and bought some Sirion brake calipers because they're bigger than the ones that came on this car.
Which will match up really nicely to our custom-made slotted rotors by DBA.
With the show just weeks away, we've got a lot to get done.
We just got this box this second. I have a feeling it's the new spacers I ordered from the United States of America for our rear wheels. This is very exciting. They're enormous. Look at that. I love it. Look at it.
Now these aren't the kind of thing we'd run on our normal daily driven cars, but our show cars guards are so pumped that we really want the wheels to fill the space so it looks great at the show.
We just got a package from Import Monster from Japan. Let's see what's inside. Japanese bondage tape. Look at it. Bondage tape, dude. It even smells like pubes. I think this is our new Jap spec LED taillights. Awesome. That's the stock ones. That's the Jap ones. Import Monster delivered the goods. Literally, actually. They literally delivered the goods from Japan. Clear indicators. Awesome! Check that out, dude.
Some more boxes have arrived on the driveway at Mighty Car Mods headquarters, and this is very exciting. Recaro have sent us their new model Sr7 Reclinable Seats to give our show car that extra something.
This is the rail for our seat. The seat doesn't bolt straight into the car. This rail makes it specifically fit our Daihatsu.
Dude, there's noodles in this box.
Some kind of weird noodles.
It's a noodle box.
Recaro have seat rails specifically designed to fit most cars, but they can also be custom made by Ideal Seat, the Australian distributor for Recaro. Using proper seat rails allow the seats to be fitted to the car safely, and they're fully adjustable so you can get the driving position just right. Now, we've done our fair share of Lego and Meccano sets when we were kids, and well, in Marty's case last week, but this was pushing our engineering skills to the max.
Itadakimasu, konnichiwa. So we're busy trying to figure out what bolt goes where. We're going to use our original factory bolts to bolt the rail into the chassis, and then we build the rails, the sliders, and finally the seats on top.
After some careful meditation and a good serving of tofu, we managed to get everything attached and test fitted the seats to our car.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's looking awesome.
Okay, so here's where we're at. The wheels fit, the seats fit. What are we doing next, Marty?
It's time to try and start this beast. We drained any leftover oil out of our engine and refilled it with some fully synthetic 10 to 40 weight oil. We binned the old filter and installed a shiny new one.
This is it.
It won't fire on the ECU that we've got, which is a manual Syrian one, so we're going to try it on the original ECU, which is the auto one, to see if we can get it to fire. We've got it cranking. It all sounds good, but it's not firing over yet. It might not like the...
Let's do it, dude! Let's do this thing!
Please don't explode.
Yeah, dude! Oh, wow! Okay, so the car actually starts. What we're going to do is we're just going to run a boost gauge off the manifold to see if we're getting any pressure. Let's do it, dude.
Yeah. You see it?
Yep. Thank you. All right. And that's how it's going to stay.
A few weeks back, we'd visited Disc Brakes Australia to get ourselves some customised brake rotors for the show car. They made up from scratch a set of Syrian-sized rotors with custom one-off slot pattern. With the rotors back at Mighty Mod's headquarters, we set about test fitting them to our hubs. Acquiring bigger brakes from a car that shares the same basic mechanicals is one of the best and least expensive mods you can do. It fits. Our Syrian rotors fit, they're bigger, the calipers fit over the rotors, and we are in luck. We just got to paint them red for the extra power. So we're down here at Haltech, who make ECUs, to have a chat about a computer to run our little show car. But I thought there'd be something interesting to show you. There's a whole bunch of cars in this car park. There's Minis, there's a GTR Skyline, there's an Evo. But this car behind me actually has the craziest ECU out of the lot. Look at that! Not really what you expect from a bog stock Mazda 2, but I'm pretty sure it goes fast and I want it. They gave us one of their ECUs and a digital dash to use in the car.
Good to go. So,
and they're all labelled as to what does what. So TPS injectors.
Yep.
Trigger input. So is that for that?
Trigger, that's what we call cranking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So apart from that, it's relatively simple. You know,
Right.
you got TPS.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is
you pull that
actually.
out. Oh, they're the three wires you use for the TPS.
It's just like a giant stereo.
It's just like a giant stereo. Yeah, that's right. You know, you got speaker left and right, which you know, that's
Grey
like
and white.
injectors.
This right here is the real reason that Haltech exists. It's so they can just have a giant boys back shed with a workshop and go-karts and computers to make them run.
Have fun with that.
I'm going to have lots of fun with this. It's going to be awesome.
You're right.
So a lot of people say that bigger is better, but when it comes to an antenna, when it's this long, It's just a bit too crazy. It looks like an RC car. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it off at about 10 centimeters. Then we're going to paint this black. And then because this knob doesn't actually come off the end, we've got this little cap which is from the intake manifold of our car. Now because that's now running a boost gauge, this is spare. So we're going to put this on. And in true Mighty Mods form, this is awesome because it's free.
Does that get you in the face?
No. Sounded like it. I was just scared.
Did I tell you I got punched in the face by my exhaust?
Really?
Yeah, it fell off the mount and smashed me in the cheekbone.
Oh, I got punched in the face by a schoolgirl on the Gold Coast. How's the Exedi clutch, dude?
Feels really good actually, really bitey. Exactly what they said it would do, on and off switch.
How's the Recaro seats, Martin?
Super comfy, steering wheel works, boost gauge works.
How are the DBA brakes, Martin?
Amazing. I didn't have to use them, I used the handbrake.
How's the Concept Paints paint job, Martin?
Good, I'll try not to smash it into anything.
How's the GFB turbo components, Martin?
I love GFB turbo components, made in Australia, made 4 suburbs away.
Awesome. How's Tarek's body kit, Martin?
Tarek's body kit looks fantastic. I can't tell from the inside though.
How's Stig's mechanical work,
He's got
Martin?
skills. The car works, can you believe it? And I wired it.
How's Moog's video skills?
Good, except he's waving it around like a newbie.
With the car working and rolling, we started putting it back together so it'd take the form of a real car. The window and door rubbers were reinstalled, as well as things like washer jets, windscreen rubbers and interior parts. The back plastics were somewhat hammered, so giving them a new life in black improves the overall look of the inside of the car. The rear brake rotors and wheel spacers were given a healthy dose of blackness, and a special technique for even painting was developed along the way.
Had to put in the manual box, drill a hole for the clutch cable, put the pedals in the car, and finally we have to wire it up to trick the car into thinking that it's still an automatic. This is done by bypassing the inhibitor switch, which is what prevents the car from starting in anything but park or neutral.
Just got this welded up. It's the start of our dump pipe. It's pointing it in the right direction past the gearbox so we can make up the rest of the exhaust.
Mild steel is easy to weld, and from the exhaust flange back, we could use bends and straight pieces to make our dump pipe work the way we wanted. With it all attached, it's ready to have the rest of the exhaust done by a pro. With the radiator hose connected and full of cooling juice, the car could be run, tested, and driven.
Autosalon is actually in 1 week. We're talking 7 days. In exactly, actually, what time is it, Martin? What time is it right now, this very second? It's 10:52, so in exactly 1 week, the car will be getting revealed. 11 AM.
1 week, wow.
And this is what the car looks like now, just so you know. Hello.
But it starts and it runs and it holds water and you can drive it.
Now when you've got all of your major mods done, you can really start having some fun getting stuck into the minor details of the modding.
So all we need to do is we need to make a template that fits in around this shape and then goes over the top and goes down like basically up to there, then we'll hang the carpet over the front. This is a random fact you didn't know. Iron Gav is an industrial designer.
Yes.
There he is. That was a very long time at university. And that's why he now drives a meep. We bleeped it.
I was 1 mark off a high distinction.
My idea of a fat floor in the boot, I think that's meant to say flat, required some engineering in the form of metal pieces being joined together to form a frame. So Marty got his wand out, I think that's meant to be welder, as Iron Gavin myself designed this amazing rear tray inside the show car.
We figured out that it's all about having your safety gear accessible because you're more likely to grab it and stick it on, as you always should. He says while wearing shorts. Dude, don't point to...
How are we going to make the template though, Mr. Gav?
Template wise, we're going to use some paper, which is nice and soft. We can get these curves right. And then we'll cut it into the MDF and cover it in some sweet carpet.
That sounds sweet, let's do it!
Yep. Chicken wings, $2.49 a kilo.
Wow. Wait on.
Dudes, this is
Doesn't
not...
make sense. No, because this, look at this. Chicken wings are $2.49 or 3 chickens for $10.
Yeah.
Which would have 6 wings on them.
But you have to buy a minimum of 5 kilos of chicken legs
Ah.
to get that ridiculously low price.
Autosalon in 1 week.
Yeah, sorry.
Even though Moog's going to get cranky, I am going to paint over my welds and the micro is going to live on because this BP0 I mixed up specially for my old micro.
Whatever, dude. Micros are shit.
Don't be cranky, dude.
I'm not micro.
A little bit of micro's going into this car.
You can only buy them in champagne pink now as well.
Oh.
Yeah. You yourself said micros are shit, I've got it on tape.
You said Subarus are good.
Yeah, that's true. I'll stand by it. Will you stand by that micros are shit?
They are shit.
Thank you.
Good value for money though.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about to make the first cut in our... What would you call this thing, Gavin?
Shaped interior.
It's a shaped interior made of MDF. It's a false floor that's going in the boot. It's not false at all because it's real.
It will be there.
It's physical.
It's not like we're just talking about it. It's going to be done.
If it was false, we wouldn't even be here.
No.
That'd be lying.
Just cut it, man.
Okay. I think you put these strips in backwards. Martin, you're disgusting. This is now going to get folded, put in the boot, so we check it for size, then we're going to cover it in carpet and it's going to be... Alright, let's carpet up this mofo.
About halfway through rebuilding these calipers, steering calipers, they're extra big, so they'll fit over our brand new DBA slotted rotors. This is probably one of my least favourite jobs, right up there with greasy drive shafts.
And while Marty's doing his greasy drive shaft, I'm about to lay this, what do you call this, Martin? Carpet down.
Contact adhesive in a spray can is the simple way of gluing carpet to the MDF, and folding the carpet over the edges gives it that professional touch that I'm so well known for.
Maybe.
Put it in here and as carefully as you can. There you go. Oh, look at that. Just be really careful about it.
Mechanical Stig and I had the whole boot floor done in only a few minutes.
Hey, this is going to be mad. It
Yeah.
actually sticks like really well.
Yeah. It's been a real collaborative team effort, this one, Martin.
Is that glue drying as you speak?
Yeah.
How long does it stay tacky for?
Dude, I reckon we should get back to those brakes. Oh,
That's perfect.
yeah, yes!
Snap.
Now I'd like to say for the record that making this a little mini ute was my idea, wasn't it, Martin?
Yep. Fiore styles. Are these plastic things here going to go back in, yeah?
Yes.
Sweet.
Won't
I
they
didn't
be
know if you
subwoofers?
No, we're not doing subs in this. We're keeping it light and track ready. Pretty funny.
Oh, should I weld some little thingies when I get bored?
No, because it's got that support under it anyway.
Maybe it'll look cool.
Plus you're not going to sit anything on it, are you?
We're carpeting the car. That's what we're doing. It was, we were going to go for Aurora's balls, but now we're going to go as carpeted as Tasmania, and it's looking good. If you can't buy factory-fitted carpet, using marine-grade carpet can look just as good, and it has the added benefit of being able to get wet, just in case there's someone in your car who's wet. Okay. Marty got busy repairing a busted seat mount and applied more micro blue to prevent rusty welds.
So basically we're just cutting the carpet. Got Bunnings marine carpet. We've cut it to size around handbrake, the gear shift, the front seat rails visible. So we're getting there.
Being that this is a true budget show car and we have used our budget, I'm going to be restoring our old wipers and painting them black.
Okay, so the carpet's in, we can now install our Recaros for real and get a look at the finished interior.
We were now days away from the show and it was time to fit up all the parts we'd been test fitting so far. The brakes had new pads fitted, the rotors and calipers installed and were bled all round. Now we've got to fill it full of gearbox oil and then it's a drivable car. With the help of rake, the gearbox was given some lube juice. Some clear tubing and a funnel makes this job a breeze on most cars. We put in the rear windows and fitted up the door trims. We're going to take it for a quick test lap of the street just to make sure everything's working, including the brakes, then it's on the trailer to go get an exhaust. We have exactly 5 hours before we have to present this car for the reveal video. We've got to put on wheels, body panels, bumpers. We have to wash it, clean the inside, clean the outside. I'm going to throw some octane booster in it because, yeah, I don't want it pinging and exploding just yet.
Now this is the last day we can spend getting the car ready. Everything needs to be fitted and working in the space of only a few hours. We meshed the bumpers, fitted the lights, roof trims, and rake got onto the stereo.
Now this is the Kenwood that came with the car that we don't even know if it works. This is a Carrozzeria Jap spec radio that's probably not even going to work in Australia, but our car is truly JDM, so Rob's going to put it in.
Marty got the spacers installed so we could chuck on the wheels, and the final fit up of the body kit was done with the help of some metal brackets and tech screws. The last thing we had to organise was insurance, but getting cover for a homemade Daihatsu with a Subaru Turbo that you made with your mates in your mum's driveway is not as easy as you'd think. But Just Car Insurance have covered the car, so we're good to go.
The car's come a long way. It's only 2 hours until it has to be ready to shoot. I've got a turbo badge and I'm not afraid to use it.
Okay, the car's finished just in time because we're heading off to shoot the reveal video that will play worldwide at the same time as we release the car at Autosalon in Sydney.
So here we are about to shoot the reveal video.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So everybody who's coming to Autosalon on Saturday is going to be seeing the car unveiled live at 11 AM. But for everybody around the world, people from Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Jamaica, Europe, America, all the people that donated, they're going to get to see it at exactly the same time. So we're making this video tonight so that 11 AM Saturday morning we hit live on a video, and that means everyone can see it the whole time at the same time. We've got Marty here tonight, Rake. Over here, you may know him, he's the moderator of our forum and general genius. Thanks to him, the car's actually finished tonight, amongst other people. There's a message saying Rake is awesome. So we're shooting this a little bit differently tonight. We're shooting this all on a 7D with prime lenses and light, dolly, the works. So it's going to look pretty schmick, full HD. Then we've got some Lister award-winning sound designers going to be doing sound design on it, and I've written a full orchestral piece for orchestra that's already been recorded, and choir that's amazing, and it's going to be 2 minutes of amazingness.
Yep, winner.
Yo! Welcome to Autosalon 2010 final battle. This shit is big. There's some craziness going down. Thank you so much to everybody who's come to check out our mad show car.
Out of 10? 10 out of 10. 11?
Very happy. I'm very happy, man. It's very cool. It's been unveiled. I can sleep tonight. Haven't slept for months. So good.
So there it is, the mighty Car Mods mirror. We are very, very proud of the results. It has been months and months of hard work, but we'd like to say a massive thank you to everybody who donated towards this project and everybody who supported us along the way.
Now, if you want to build up your own car, it doesn't matter what kind of car you have, you don't need a huge bank balance, just a little bit of know-how and maybe a few mates to help along the way.
Exactly, and this is the finished car.